missed you all. Everyone at home, hi. I just want to start with a quick thank you. All right, we're going to thank all the moms that helped with team dinner. Stand up. Thank all the moms that fed you for so long.
Thank you.
All right, so that's a huge thank you to all the moms that helped make the food, everyone who brought food to help feed the team. It was an amazing ability to have some team bonding, some time together, even though it was slightly different than it's been in the years past. I'd like to thank my other coaches, Coach Boley and Coach Schweikert. They were an amazing addition to the team this year. They brought a lot to the program, so I'd just like to thank them for that. Thank you to the administration for all their help. This has been one of the craziest years I've ever had coaching. It was terrible. And the fact that everything seemed to change, I didn't know if we were going to race week to week. So the administration, just thank you for helping organize, keep everything sane, getting us busing, everything like that. Thank you to your parents. It was an honor to coach your kids, to work with your kids, to help train them. Thank you for working with us coaching staff, as it seemed like we were very unorganized and didn't know what was going on, because partly we didn't, because everything with COVID, everything was changing. So I just would like to thank you for being patient and working with us as we did the best that we could to get the season in. I'll be honest, when we started the season, I didn't know if we were going to have it. We were training throughout, July. Are we going to make it to the first day of actual season? Are we going to make it to our first meet? Are we going to? And I didn't know, and I'm an optimist, so I always thought positive about everything. But at the regional meet, I told the girls, I was like, I didn't think we'd be here. And a couple of the girls were like, what? You didn't believe in us? And I'm like, no, I didn't think any of us would be here. I didn't think this meet would be happening. I couldn't see us being in a postseason as a sport. So just the fact that we made it through the whole season, that we got everything in, that we got to compete in the state meet, that we got to go and compete in the regional meet, that we got everything in, was just an awesome, awesome thing for you all and for the school and for everyone to get everything in. So I'm just so thankful for everything we got to do this season, even though it was chaotic. So we're going to start off with honoring our boy junior hires. So come up here, guys. All right, so we've got Ricky, Evan, Trevor, Turner, and no, you go right here. Stand in front of the old guys. All right. Aww. All right. So you guys, you worked really hard this year. I'm super proud of each one of these guys. They ran well. One of the biggest things I think they had was not knowing if they would get a full team at a competition. I think the entire season they got all 5 of them at 2 races throughout the entire season, and one of them being the state meet. So to actually get a full competition at the state meet was awesome. We saw awesome time dropped by each one of these guys. Turner, first year out, pretty much because soccer wasn't happening, so he figured, well, cross country is as close to soccer as I can get. I think he learned to like it a little bit. Maybe got a little bored with not having a soccer ball. Evan, we got to share him a little bit with motocross. He saw some good time drop in there too. And Ricky dropped awesome amount of time. Ricky always brought some sort of chaotic joy and was the person I sent to always find the bus. The magic bus power. Yes. All right, so I'm just super proud of each one of them, how hard they worked. I'm excited to see what they can do in the future. They all move up into high school, so to add to our high school program. So good job. Give them a round of applause. Good job. Yay! You guys will have some papers and stuff after. Okay? All right, junior high ladies. So on our high school team, we had Kate, Marley, Zoe, Haley, Lily, Isabel, Bella, and Maria's not able to make it. Kate wasn't able to make it as well. All right. I'm also extremely proud of these girls. They worked really, really hard on earning themselves the 3rd place at the state title, or at the state meet. So placing 3rd as a team, that was an awesome accomplishment. Again, we saw some amazing time drops from some of our 8th graders. Marley came in, and I think halfway through the season decided, hey, I'm going to actually start trying, and her time just started bottoming out, and it was awesome to see her hit times that probably last year and beginning of this year you didn't think you'd run, am I right? Hitting the 13s. We had Isabel. Izzy came out and was like, I just like running. And I'm like, whoa, she's fast. Like, you really like this? I just like running. Like, I usually have to convince people to like to run. And I didn't have to do that for it. So that was just awesome. We got Lily. Lily, don't trip. All right? Haley goes on this too. We're at the Salem meet, the EBC meet, like the second most important meet we've got. You guys are socially distanced as a team, other teams around. Boom, gun goes off, 10 steps in, you two trip over there's only two around. Boom, like, ah! But to both of your credit, you both got back up, ran really well. I think you were just a few seconds off of your PR, not far. You ended up running a PR. Awesome recovery, and that's what we like to see. Mistakes happen, weird things happen in races, but how we recover really defines us. Zoe had another great season, came out, ran really well for us, was kind of quiet, and just kept going. Bella, I cannot believe how much you grew this season in your running. The first week, getting you to run a quarter of a mile was very difficult. Yes. But then we ended the season, you were running like low 15s, flirting with that high 14s is like, wow. You came so far from not really running 400 meters to being able to run all 2 miles fast. So that was just super impressive. And then Haley, you had an amazing season. Always worked hard, had that little hip issue, but never once complained about it. Only way I knew about it is your mom said, hey, it's actually bothering her. And it's like, oh, wait, something's bothering her? Because you never complained. She always worked hard, just focused, dedicated. I can't say enough about these girls. They work really hard. They're a lot of fun to be around. Parents, you should be extremely proud. Our junior high girls team. Next, we're going to go to our high school participants. So Xander, Craig, and Luis, come up here. We'll start with Xander. Xander, you have one speed. On every single run, you have one speed. I don't know how you do a 12-mile run at the same speed you do your 3-mile race, but you do. But the one thing I can always count on with you, bud, is that you're always going to put it in. You're always going to put the work in. You're always going to try. You're always going to keep there. And you're always going to do it with a smile on your face. And that was just always, it's always a joy to have you around. And just the excitement to have you, the excitement that you bring to the team. You're a lot of fun. All right? And I can't wait to see that next gear evolve and show up and all of a sudden time drop for you. It'll be awesome when it happens. Craig, oh my goodness. It was an awesome season. Quiet. I don't know if I heard you talk like 5 times. Everyone else says you talk all the time. I didn't ever hear it. But you did awesome. You worked hard. You put all the miles in. And I've even seen you out running since season's ended. And that brings a joy to my heart when I see any athlete out training, out working when they're not with us. And your love for the sport, your love to race and run and get better is awesome. You also look a lot fitter. I don't know, I asked you 6 times throughout the season, have you lost weight? You're like, no. Dude, you look fit. So it's awesome to see as the dedication goes and how much work you've put in to see just how much you've changed and grown and matured. So great work, guys. Good job. I'm very proud of both of you. All right, first year letter winners. All right, Jolene, Kira, Hillary, Carter, Andy, Grayson, Kira, other Kira, Kyle, and Seth. Scoot down. Scoot down. See, your mom and dads are in the empty chairs. All right. Now, where do I start? Seth. We'll start with Seth. Oh, we'll talk more about Seth later. Seth did very good. Had a great first season. We'll talk more about him later. Grayson had an awesome season too. Grayson came out, worked really hard. Always super proud about how focused he was in setting goals. Every week he had the same goal. And what was your goal?
Was it to run faster?
No, it was to beat Kobe.
Oh yeah.
Like that was on every goal sheet. Race ticket, beat Kobe. And it was like, well, maybe this is his week. And every week he would run faster, and Kobe would also run faster. And it's like, man, his goal was inspiring someone else too. It was awesome to see. So, worked really hard from your running form from your 7th grade year to this year. Huge improvement. We've gotten some stronger core. It doesn't look like you're flailing around anymore, and that's awesome to see. And I can't wait to see that continue and grow. You racing at the District Open was probably one of my favorite things to see with you and Hayden running. Because you were right there, right around the same time Hayden ran his freshman year at that same race in the Open. So it was really cool to see a senior who has grown as much as he had to then push you to kind of take his place. It was very, very cool. Carter, you get the award for the worst initiation to the team ever. Despite Hayden's best effort, you have all your fingers. All right? Yes, you probably all forgot Hayden tried to cut his finger off during our community service. Your big contribution to the community project was blood in front of the insurance company. But you raced really well this year. It was awesome to see how much you grew, how much you just came to understand the sport, understand racing a little bit. And you didn't give up or quit. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of worried after the senior tried to cut your fingers off. You weren't going to come back. Like, oh, well, Hayden, that's a great way to get rid of one of your freshmen. But you did. You kept coming back, and you came back with a smile on your face, and you were never mad at Hayden, never said anything wrong. It does exist. All right, so I'm just really proud of how much you've grown. Andy, seeing you from your 8th grade years to now as a freshman, it was awesome to see your growth. You went from being our top junior high runner last year to being our 3rd runner this year as a freshman. So your growth and development going from, when would you start, like a 2011, 2013 to a 1903, looking at that time drop, and I cannot wait to see what you can do next year. We're going to see mid-18s, if not better, next year to see how fast you can go to how much you prepared. So I'm very excited for all 3 of you freshmen to see what we can do next year, to see how much we can grow and improve the program and to place higher, make it to that regional meet. So you had an awesome season. Congratulations. Kyle, so you don't know this, but the first day you showed up to practice, that Coach S was there. I looked at him when you got out of the car and I said, hey, there's your team's personality. And he's like, huh? I said, yeah, just you wait. That's your team's personality. And you did not disappoint. All right? You brought a spirit of joy, laughter, and chaos to the entire program and team that is definitely needed. The 1 week or week and a half you weren't with us was just sad. I know us coaches had a few times where we're like, we just miss Kyle. And it was like, why? We just need a really dumb joke right now that doesn't make sense. It's probably slightly inappropriate and won't have to yell at him, but we kind of want one right now. Yeah. Slightly. We only heard the slightly ones. Yeah, so, all right, we will very much so miss you next year and your personality on the team and the slight chaos you bring. Yes, you spent your whole season trying to train proteges. So, you made one of them bring a notebook to practice and take notes. Was that Xander? Do you still have those notes? Hillary, we're going to talk more about you later too. Awesome season. I think the more we'll say at this point, I don't think you realized at the beginning of the season you could do what you could do. Is that a true statement? Yeah. Or come back to you. All right, Hillary had an awesome season. Jolene. All right, Jolene. I'm going to slightly embarrass you on this one. Okay? I am extremely proud of you. We had mid-season, Jolene, maybe like a third of the way in, Jolene decided she wanted to focus on band and was like, hey, I'm going to step away from cross country. And I'm like, oh, that's fine if you want to focus on band. If you love band, then put your passion into it. And then like that week, band was like, hey, we're not going to have as much band because we can't travel. And then Jolene texted me back and was like, so I can't focus on it. Can I come back? Yeah, you can come back. We'd love to have you. And when she did that, she got a whole lot faster. She actually earned herself a varsity spot at the district race, dropped like 2 minutes plus off her time, and ran better than she probably even thought she could. Is that a true statement? Yeah. You dropped like 2 minutes out of nowhere, and I was like, what just happened? Like, best coach ever award. All right. But awesome job. I'm extremely proud of you. I'm super happy you came back to us. Excellent, excellent job. Kira. Kira earned her varsity letter at the district open. She was, I think, the only girl that decided to race in the district open to try for a varsity spot and earn it just by a few seconds. Earning her letter and her ability to race at the regional meet. Kira has worked hard all season. She puts in the miles during the season. She runs. She puts all her effort in. She's quiet, kind of in the background half the time. Or we make her go to the front so she doesn't get trampled in the back. But it's very exciting to be able to give you the letter, to help reward your efforts. To see you race at the regional meet was just super exciting. I was very happy just to be able to, I'm very excited to give you this letter to reward your good efforts. Kira, the other Kira. This season, I wish we would have had you for more seasons. And I also wish we didn't have to share you with soccer this season. I'm happy we got you for the little bit we did. But selfishly, I wish we didn't have to share you and wish we would have gotten more. You came out as a good runner. I know you don't like distance, but you always finish hard. If we could just make it through that second mile and a half right there, you were golden. And it drove her sister nuts because she pretty much you just ran beside her or behind her and then out-kicked her all the time. It was kind of funny to watch. And then you were like dying and she was just kind of irritated, but it was awesome to have you part of the team this year. It was awesome to be able to work with you. Congratulations. We have our first year letter winners here. Second year letter winners, we have Maddie, Elizabeth, Kayla, Jesse, Matthias, people call him Thomas, I don't know why, and Bryce and Kobe. Scoot down, scoot down, scoot down, scoot down. There's people. Kobe, every year you get better. You learn to focus a little bit more. You learn to listen to what we say a little bit more. And it's awesome to watch as that begins to develop, your time also begins to drop. I think this year was probably one of the most competitive I've seen you, to the point where you show up to races and actually want to race or beat someone and hold on to that varsity spot. So that was awesome to see within you, that awaken that competitive nature, that desire to hold on to your varsity spot. Because Grayson was right there hunting for it, and you were focused on the guy ahead of you to try to earn that 6-man spot, 5-man spot. So I'm just really proud of how much you've grown and matured over this last year. and how that has come out in your racing. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of that. Bryce also dropped a lot of time. Good job this year. He worked hard, put in the miles, pushed himself. Always had high expectations for races, and almost too high, trying to go from what was your pace at the EBC race to start the first 1,000? Would you go out at like a 16:45 pace? Yeah, you wanted to go from a 20:30 man to a 16:30 man, and that's a big jump. But I love that competitive nature. I love that desire to want to grow. I love that desire to be bigger and better. So that's just something that you should keep. It's something I'm proud of. Always want to be more and better. So that's good. Matthias, or Thomas, you are a hard worker. Always works hard, Thomas. Always puts in the runs, does this stuff. I've never worried about Thomas not doing something I tell him. I'm always worried that maybe I messed up what I told him to do, because if I told him, when in my text I meant to say 6 miles and I actually sent 16 miles, he wouldn't question and he would run 16 miles and the next day at practice be like, man, my legs are sore. And then find out everyone else only ran 6 and be like, oh, guess I had 16. So that willingness to just be coached and that coachability-ness within you is just awesome. So that's been a lot of fun. I'm really going to miss that next year. Really going to miss all right, here's what you got to do, here's what it is, and you just do it. Not have to worry about it, not have to question it. It's going to get done. So keep that. That's an awesome thing. So we will miss that a lot next year. Jesse, you are the voice of our team. Whether or not the team wants that or not, you are definitely the voice of the team. And your willingness to, again, be coached and to follow us coaches is just always awesome. She's pretty much willing to do whatever we ask her. If we put her in charge of something, she's going to make sure it gets done. I just enjoy having you on the team. And it pains me to have to say nice things, because I like picking on you. I know. So, but I am very happy to have you on the team, and you work hard and you push your girls to do the same. Kayla is also a very hard worker. Kayla runs hard, puts all her time into it, puts the miles into it, wants to get better, wants to grow, wants to get better run. I know last year after the district race, it was not the district you wanted. It was the worst race you had all season. And you came into this season determined not to have that happen again, and it showed. All season you held on to that varsity spot, you maintained it, you didn't want to give it up for anything. And that was just awesome to see that focus and dedication in there. Funkhauser, I have seen you grow so much in the last year. This is not the same kid I had last year on the team. Your focus, your running, your work ethic, so much maturity, so much growth has taken place. It's just been amazing to see you grow, mature, and focus. It was super depressing to have that little injury at the end of the season. That's not cool. But right as peak stuff started showing up, have the shin do whatever it did, was really depressing. But the growth that took place, the maturity, the willingness to actually put in the runs and put the work in was just amazing. So I was very proud to see you, excited to see you, and I wasn't worried about you. Last year I was worried about grades, I was worried about stuff. I wasn't worried about you this year, and that was a lot of fun to be able to give you workouts and you to do them, to be focused on yourself, and not have to worry your grades are going to bottom out and we're going to lose you for track or lose you mid-season. So I'm super proud of where you've come athletically and personally. So congratulations. Maddie, it was a great season. Now, put your head up. It didn't go like we wanted. I know. Time trial, that hip did something weird. You lost 5 weeks. It's insane that you lost 5 weeks literally at the beginning of the season and maintained a varsity spot. All right? We had a decent girls team. We had a strong program. You girls have worked hard. All of you have worked hard, run hard. For you to maintain that varsity spot while losing 5 weeks of conditioning, of growth, and then to still run where you were running is amazing. You should be proud of yourself. I know it wasn't where you wanted, it wasn't hitting the goals you set at the beginning of your season, but you fought through an injury, and that's just amazing. To come back, focus, to come back and keep working, even though pieces hadn't lined up. And I'm very, very proud of you for it. All right? I'm very proud of how you overcame the injury and kept working and kept going. I was proud of you every race that you ran. Very proud. Put your head up. It was a great season for you. All right? Here are your second year letter winners. Third year letter winners, we have Tessa, Cameron, Hayden. Oh, just those three. All right, Coach Bully has to go to work. She has a real job. Cameron, great season. We're going to come back to you. Tessa, I'm very sad to lose you. Tessa, you worked hard this season. You ran hard. You came in focused, wanted to do stuff. Even when, I'm going to bring up the time trial. Time trial didn't go the way you wanted. Your sister beat you. You got a little grouchy. We had a little talk, and you turned it around. Anytime a coach has kind of one of those heart-to-heart talks with an athlete who's didn't have something go, it's always scary to see how they respond. Because sometimes after heart-to-heart like that, kids are like, all right, I'm done, and they just leave. You didn't. You went the other way. And you were like, okay, I got to get my head back in the game, got to focus. And it was awesome to see that, and to see your work ethic and you helping push your teammates and your other girls. So, excellent season. You worked very well. I'm very proud of how you raced, how you ran, and just it's been an honor coaching you. So, I'll miss you next year. Hayden, we're going to also come back to you. So, you had a great season too. But we're going to come back to Hayden. All right, your third year letter winners. All right, EBC team placing. The girls placed third. The boys were sixth at our conference. EBC awards. On earning first team EBC is Cameron and Hillary. Come up here so your parents can see you, and then just go back and sit down. First team is 1st through 7. It's first team. 8 through 14 is second team. Earning honorable mention is Hayden, Andy, Tessa, and Kira. All right? Yep, come up so they can see you. All right? Excellent job. You guys ran very well and represented us at our conference. Good job. EBC Scholar Athlete. This is for athletes who have earned a GPA of 3.4 or higher. So this is probably one of my favorite awards actually to be able to give out, because it's not easy to be able to put in all the mileage, to be able to put in all the work, and then to maintain all the grades and maintain what you've been able to do. So, earning EBC Scholar Athlete is Kira, Tessa, Cameron, Jesse, Jolene, Kayla, Kira, Hillary, Hayden, Kyle, Thomas, Seth, Kobe, Carter, Andy, and Grayson. Move all the way down so they can see you, so your parents can be super proud. Here are those who have been able to be able to earn a 3.4 while maintaining all the demands of the sport. So, congratulations, everyone. District All-Star. All right, this is for individuals who qualified to the regional meet. Is Cameron, Hillary, and Tessa. This would be those who are individual qualifiers from the district to the regional meet, making it onto the district all-star team. Now, I don't know if Cameron knows this, but Cameron tied for district runner of the year. Yep. So you and the girl who won the race are tied for the district runner of the year. So you are the district of the district. You represent the runner of the year for our girls. So that's an awesome achievement. Academic All Eastern District had to compete in the regional meet and have an cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher. Freshmen can't earn this one. So Cameron, Kayla, and Kira. Yeah. All right. This is for those who competed in the regional meet and maintained a GPA of 3.5 or higher. Congratulations, girls. Our district team placing, girls placed 4th out of 19, boys were 11th out of 15. State participants, so Cameron and Hillary. Now I'm going to say nice things about you girls. All right? Racing at the state meet is not a small thing. Was it slightly nerve-wracking? Yeah. You've been there a little bit. You were a little bit more confident. It's always fun to be able to take kids to the state meet, give them the opportunity to race at that level. I know last year the goal for Cameron was to just be there. Our goal we had set at the beginning of the season, just get you there. This year we came in with the season and like, hey, All Ohio, we're going to shoot for a placing at the state meet. And our coaches, as we were watching, looked at Hillary and was like, if she decides she can, she might have a really good shot to do it. And she had no idea about that, obviously, but she just put in the work, put in the running. And I get worried, I was getting worried as the basketball season was starting that you might lose focus a little bit of running and focus on basketball. Because I know you do our sport just to get in shape for basketball. That's your love, that's your passion. But I had a feeling that you could do something awesome. I remember before districts kind of throwing out a few like, hey, if you guys do this, I'll throw, I don't know, a party of some sort, I don't know. And you guys getting excited about it and going into the regional meet being like, you have a legitimate shot. Like you're in the bubble, either way, like you're gonna be right there. And you bought into it, you got excited, you decided you wanted to do it, you got fired, you became a competitor at the regional meet, you raced. Holistically, our girls team, you two fall within that. As coaches, you listen to what we said. If we said, hey, we need 1 or 2 girls, my whole girls team pretty much would work to get it. And at that regional meet, you were like spot on. I remember saying, hey, you need 1 or 2 girls. And you throwing that head up and finding those girls. Coming out of the woods, right? Maybe 200 meters to go, being like, you're in the last qualifying spot. I remember and the Minerva girl was coming up hard on you and starting to freak out, and I said, hey, you got to catch the girl in front of you. And you didn't even care about the girls behind you. Everything was beeline for that girl in front of you, and you did it. That racing heart within you is just amazing, and that competitive heart in you is amazing. So I'm very excited to see what you can do next year, and what you can do next year as well. And the team as a whole, being led by you two. In addition to this, Cameron earned Academic All Ohio, which is maintaining an cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher, and earned All Ohio Honors, which means she placed in the top 30. So I think your GPA would have been there, but freshmen aren't eligible for Academic All Ohio. So you were able to accomplish making it to the state meet, racing in the top 30 at the state meet while maintaining a 4.0 GPA, and that is amazing. You should be very proud of it. Parents, you should be very proud. Congratulations, both of you. All right, now we shift to special awards. We're going to start with Outstanding Freshman. All right, Hillary and Andy. All right, Outstanding. You two, you both come up. All right, this means you guys get a trophy. All right, Outstanding Freshman. So we're looking at here for Andy. Andy started the season off running a 2013 and finished being a 1903, dropping 70 seconds off your 5K time. Hillary started and you ran 3 races at a, what was it, 21:50 to 21:56. I have no idea how you maintain the same time for 3 races. It blows my mind. It still drives me nuts because it doesn't make sense. Then all of a sudden, poof, time went away. All right, Andy, you had a great season, being 3rd on the team. Worked your butt off, worked hard. We're our 3rd team, member of the team. Hillary, 1st team All EBC, 1st team All districts, and state qualifier, being only the 3rd in school history, 3rd individual state qualifier as a freshman. So congratulations, here are your outstanding freshmen. Most improved. So when we look at most improved, what I do is I sit down and I look at times. I evaluate just generally how much time an individual has dropped over the course of the season and compared to other seasons. And just kind of weigh out how things are going. On the girls' side, our most improved girl is Jolene. For our boys, it's Seth. Yes? All right. We'll start with Seth. I'll say nice things about Seth. All right. Seth started off his season at a 20:11, running right there with Andy, and ended in 18:41, dropping a minute and a half off his time during the season. Seth, it makes me really sad that we didn't get you for 4 years. Like, it really does. We could have made you an amazing runner because you're built like a runner. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but you're built like a runner. Just seeing how much time you dropped this season in one season is crazy. I mean, you had to learn the sport, you had to learn how to deal with pain, you had to learn how to push yourself, you had to learn how to run. All of that while trying to improve every race. So you raced really well, you were very aggressive, you wanted to get better, you wanted to get faster, you wanted those 18s really bad. I remember the first time you hit the 19s, you're like, woo! And then you're like, I'm going to run a 1930. And then you're like, I'm going to run a 1915. And you're like, I'm going to run the 18s. And like, cool, keep doing that. But you did it, so congratulations on the time you dropped. I got to shift back over here. Jolene, you dropped insane time. So what I did, I got two elements of what I looked at. All right, you started the season at a 30:35. Okay, not a very good place to start. Last year, your PR was a 26:31. All right, that means, and you ended this year at a 24:17. So you dropped 6 minutes and 18 seconds off your time this year, and you dropped 2 minutes and 14 seconds off your overall career PR. Like, that's insane. And when you did that, you earned a varsity spot and you earned your letter. Congratulations, that's amazing. So, most improved. Warrior Award. This is an award that when we give out, us coaches sit down and we look at who do we want to give out, who do we want to recognize. It doesn't always go to the fastest runner. It doesn't go. It's someone who shows up every day at practice, works their butt off, does stuff. It doesn't always get recognized. On the girls' side, we have Kayla Lewis getting the Warrior Award, and on the boys' side, Grayson. All right. Kayla, I could always count on her practice to have a smile, to do what I said, and give me a little bit of lip sometimes back, be like, oh my word, why do we have to do this? But she would do it, and she would always do that little bit just as a fun thing. I could always have some fun banner. Grayson, always enjoyed having. Sometimes you were always running, but I don't know where your mind was when you were running. But you never stopped, you kept working hard. I was always impressed by how much you wanted to get better, how much you wanted to grow, how much faster you wanted to get. So I was just, all of us coaches have been impressed with both of you and excited for both of you, how you've competed, how you've raced, how you've interacted with the team and just represented the warrior spirit. So congratulations, both of you. Now, most valuable runner. Cameron and Hayden. Hayden, I have a question. Your freshman year, did you ever think you'd be getting this award? Hayden, I'm going to miss you like crazy next year. I really am. You've been since I've been a part of the program. I think it was your 8th grade year when I showed up. You've been a constant. You've worked hard. You've always put in the mileage. You'll run on your own. You always put in the work, and you always drop time every season. I had to look back. You started your freshman PR was a 21:50. That was your best time as your freshman year, probably at the district open race. To then run a 17:58 is insane as a senior. I dropping 3 minutes and 52 seconds off of your lifetime PR. It's just been amazing to watch you grow, watch you mature, watch you learn to race and be excited to race. You had, out on the boys team this year, you have the best desire to race, to love the race, and that has inspired others to grow and improve the racing. Your district race, you ran perfectly. It just wasn't what you wanted outcome-wise, placing, but you raced it perfectly. You attacked every turn, accelerated off, you powered down every hill. Everything we had been preaching all season on what to do, on how to race, you did it. And it was just, it's been amazing to watch you learn that stuff, to grow in that, to push yourself, to put in the work, to put in the miles, and to see the time just drop has been awesome. And it's amazing, and I'm so excited to be able to give you this award, just watching your whole career and how you've raced and how you've grown and dedicated yourself to the sport of running. So, congratulations. Cameron, you're just a hard worker. Always putting in the miles, always out running, always, and it shows in your races. Putting in the work when it's cold out, putting the work in, and when it's, a holiday, you just finished your 10 days off, or 7 days off of running. You just started back, right? So, running all year round, putting in all the work, and it shows, and it's helped inspire the rest of the girls and helped inspire the team and lead the team. And it's just, I'm very proud of you. I'm proud of both of you. You both have worked very hard. Congratulations. All right, now we're going to recognize seniors. So Tessa, Kira, Hayden, Kyle, Thomas, and Seth. I am very sad to see each of you leave. Yes, even all of you. You all bring your own uniqueness to the program, to the team. I'm sad to see each of you guys leave. Some days I won't be sad to not have you, but holistically, I'll be very sad. I love the joyful banter that we get with it. We get to pick on each other, and just getting to know each of you guys. You've added a lot to the program, each of you. Even though I've only had I've had you for 2 years, I've had you for 2 years, 1 year, 1 year, a lot more than that. 5 years, and I've had you for 3. So to be able to work with you guys for this much time, some of you seniors I wish I could have had for longer. Some of you guys, I've loved the time I've gotten with you. I stole you from soccer, despite the sadness of AJ. I stole Thomas from his couch. His couch just still hasn't recovered. And we tried to steal you from soccer, but we shared you. But I'm just really proud of each of you guys. So congratulations. Here are your senior gifts. So at the end, you may take your pictures of you and hang them up in a place to scare your parents. You cannot, Kyle, take the picture of Hayden. That's awkward. So here are your seniors. Congratulations. And that is all I have.
Okay, seniors, if you would come back up. Sorry, I just thought I wanted you to stand up somewhere. Who? Okay. Yeah, someone must be back. So first we have Tessa, then Kira, then Miles. Hey, you know what? There it is. Then Kayla has candy, so pick your favorite. I hope I got kinds that you guys like. Hayden doesn't eat candy, so just give him one of them. All right. We love you all so much. You have all been, especially Seth. You all have been such great leaders for all of us ever since we were little itty bitty middle schoolers. And it really has been a pleasure running with you guys the last however many years you've been in this. I know, you it's been long, but yeah, okay. Okay. You all have to sit down before I start crying. So I love you all. Okay. Now we have coaches' gifts, and all the other coaches left. So Naylor, you're the only one that. And it was wrapped really pretty, but Jolene let the tissue paper fall out. I think I can say from all of us that you have been an absolutely phenomenal coach, and we really hit the jackpot, especially this year, on the coaching staff that we've had, and you have taught us so much, more than just running, and but how to be a team and how to be a family, and we are very thankful. Did I miss anything? Okay.
You get like 10 seconds. Now we all know I've been training a protege to take over for me once I go. Because